The UFC heavyweight division represents the ultimate stage in mixed martial arts, where raw power, size, technical skill, and strategic intelligence collide, producing moments of drama and excitement that fans will never forget, from devastating knockouts to precise submissions. The division has always showcased fighters capable of changing the course of a fight in a single moment, and every champion who has held the belt has left a lasting imprint on the sport, shaping the standard for what it means to be a modern heavyweight. Each champion on this list has not only captured the prestigious UFC heavyweight belt, but also defined entire eras of mixed martial arts, pushing the limits of human endurance, strength, and skill, demonstrating that success in this division requires a perfect balance of physical power, mental resilience, and technical mastery, while creating unforgettable moments in the octagon, from decisive victories to dramatic comebacks that reinforce a fighter's status as a true champion, leaving fans inspired and fellow fighters motivated to reach new heights. As we begin our countdown, we focus on fighters who changed the division through their unique fighting styles, blending wrestling, striking, and submission expertise, while establishing legacies that go beyond mere statistics, because in the heavyweight division, every strike, takedown, and defensive maneuver carries immense significance. And the 10 champions we explore exemplify the pinnacle of achievement in MMA, showing what it truly takes to become a UFC heavyweight champion. Heart, strategy, and an unyielding will to dominate the world's toughest fighting division. 10. Frank Mir is widely regarded as one of the most dangerous and technically gifted submission specialists in UFC heavyweight history, combining elite Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills with the size, strength, and athleticism necessary to compete at the highest level. He became the first American fighter to defeat the legendary Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, showcasing not only his ability to neutralize world-class opponents with precise technique, but also his understanding of strategy and timing, and he captured the UFC Heavyweight Championship twice, proving that intelligence and skill can overcome raw power in a division traditionally dominated by knockouts and physical dominance. Mir's career was defined by his uncanny ability to finish fights, particularly with his iconic Kimura submission over Mirko Cro Cop, a moment that shocked the MMA world and demonstrated that success in the heavyweight division requires more than striking, emphasizing grappling mastery, patience, and calculation. His victories over top-tier opponents created some of the most memorable and influential moments in UFC history, and his pioneering role in bringing submission expertise to the forefront of the heavyweight division inspired fighters and fans alike, solidifying his place as a legend whose influence continues to resonate in the sport today. Even in the face of devastating injuries and career setbacks, Frank Mir's resilience, technical brilliance, and adaptability kept him competitive for years, as he continuously evolved his strategy to exploit opponents' weaknesses, leaving a lasting impact on the UFC and inspiring a generation of heavyweight fighters to diversify their skills, refine their technique, and understand that intelligence, preparation, and mastery of grappling can rival, and sometimes surpass, brute physical strength in one of the most dangerous divisions in mixed martial arts. 9. Cain Velasquez redefined what it meant to be a UFC heavyweight champion by combining unprecedented cardio, relentless pace, and precise technical striking with elite wrestling skills. He became a two-time UFC heavyweight champion and defeated some of the most feared fighters in the division, including Brock Lesnar and Junior Dos Santos, proving that speed, endurance, and strategy could dominate a weight class historically defined by knockout power and sheer size, and he showed that a modern heavyweight could impose his will through relentless pressure, smart movement, and tactical intelligence rather than relying solely on brute strength. Velasquez's impact on the UFC heavyweight division was nothing short of revolutionary, because his ability to maintain a high pace, blend wrestling with striking, and control every moment of a fight throughout 5 rounds created a new standard for heavyweights in mixed martial arts. Fans witnessed historic performances such as his decisive victory over Brock Lesnar, where his superior conditioning, relentless pressure, and technical execution completely neutralized the former champion, and Momo. Fights like these redefined what a dominant, modern heavyweight could accomplish, inspiring awe and respect across the MMA community. Despite numerous injuries that slowed his career and forced long layoffs, Cain Velasquez's legacy remains a benchmark for toughness, speed, and technical excellence. His approach inspired a generation of fighters to focus on conditioning multi-dimensional skill sets and strategic preparation, and he proved that in MMA, the combination of relentless pressure, elite technique, and intelligent fight planning can create champions who leave an unforgettable mark on the sport, shaping the UFC Heavyweight division for years to come. 8. Randy Couture is widely recognized as a pioneer in the UFC Heavyweight division, blending elite wrestling, tactical intelligence, and strategic adaptability to dominate opponents. He became a 3-time UFC Heavyweight Champion while also capturing the light heavyweight title, showcasing a versatility rarely seen in MMA history, and his mastery of clinch work, precise takedowns, and calculated counter-striking allowed him to control fights against younger, stronger opponents, making his victory appear effortless while demonstrating that experience and technique can triumph over raw power in one of the most physically demanding divisions in combat sports. Couture's career is defined by a series of iconic moments, including his strategic victories over Tim Sylvia, his legendary trilogy with Vitor Belfort, and his ability to adapt mid-fight to neutralize opponents' strengths, highlighting his unparalleled fight IQ and octagon awareness. His control of the center of the cage and mastery of distance, timing, and positioning earned him multiple championships and inspired a generation of fighters to value skill, preparation, and strategy over brute force, cementing his reputation as a true heavyweight legend and one of the most intelligent competitors in UFC history. Beyond individual victories, Randy Couture's influence on MMA extends to his demonstration that age, experience, and disciplined training can sustain elite performance over decades. His career longevity proved that champions can remain competitive well into their later years, influencing how modern fighters prepare physically and mentally, and his enduring legacy continues to shape the UFC heavyweight division, inspiring respect for technique, strategy, and adaptability, and securing his place among the greatest champions in mixed martial arts history. 7. Brock Lesnar brought unprecedented mainstream attention to the UFC, using his massive size, collegiate wrestling background, and extraordinary athleticism to dominate opponents. He became UFC Heavyweight Champion and captured the imagination of fans worldwide, defeating Randy Couture to claim the belt, and his presence helped bridge the gap between professional wrestling entertainment and legitimate mixed martial arts competition, creating some of the most high-profile and widely watched fights in UFC history, while proving that a unique combination of charisma, size, and skill could elevate the sport to new audiences. Lesnar's career is highlighted by iconic moments such as his championship victory over Randy Couture, his dominant streak leading up to the title, and his ability to neutralize striking specialists with superior wrestling and raw power. His bouts consistently drew record-breaking pay-per-view numbers and made him one of the most marketable and recognizable stars in MMA history. And even after career setbacks and injuries, his impact on the sport endures, serving as a benchmark for how a heavyweight can combine athletic excellence, entertainment value, and competitive dominance. Beyond his in-cage achievements, Brock Lesnar's influence extends to the way the UFC engages casual and mainstream audiences, because he demonstrated that the heavyweight division could attract fans with compelling personalities, dramatic fight narratives, and physical spectacle, inspiring fighters and promoters to blend technical skill, strategy, charisma, and marketability, and leaving an indelible mark on the UFC while shaping the future of the sport's global growth and popular appeal. His legacy as both a champion and a cultural icon. 6. Stipe Miocic is widely regarded as the most complete UFC heavyweight champion of the modern era, combining precise boxing, elite wrestling, and intelligent fight strategy with exceptional fight IQ. He holds the record for the most successful title defenses in UFC heavyweight history, defeating elite opponents such as Junior Dos Santos, Fabricio Werdum, and Daniel Cormier, and his ability to adapt to each opponent's strengths and weaknesses made him nearly unbeatable during his peak, demonstrating that a combination of skill, timing, and strategic preparation can define true dominance in a division often associated primarily with raw power and size. Miocic's career is filled with iconic moments, including his first title-winning knockout over Fabricio Werdum, the legendary trilogy with Daniel Cormier, and his devastating knockouts of Francis Ngannou, each victory highlighting not only his physical capabilities, but also his mental toughness, composure under pressure, and tactical brilliance, proving that elite preparation and fight intelligence are as important as athleticism in achieving success, and his performances have consistently set a standard for what a modern UFC heavyweight champion should embody, inspiring both fans and fellow fighters alike. Beyond the octagon, Stipe Miocic exemplifies the qualities of a disciplined champion, balancing family, training, and work ethic while maintaining an unwavering commitment to excellence. His career longevity, technical mastery, and strategic brilliance serve as a blueprint for aspiring heavyweights, demonstrating that preparation, adaptability, and professionalism are key to sustained success. And he has cemented his legacy as arguably the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, leaving an indelible mark on the sport and setting a benchmark for future generations. 5. Andrei Arlovski, famously known as the Pitbull, has enjoyed one of the longest and most resilient careers in UFC heavyweight history, capturing the championship early in his career and consistently competing at an elite level for more than 2 decades. He became a symbol of durability, striking skill, and adaptability, capable of facing younger, faster, and stronger opponents, while still delivering electrifying performances, demonstrating that a combination of experience, technique, and resilience can sustain success in the most physically demanding division in mixed martial arts. Arlovski's career is marked by iconic moments, including his championship victory over Tim Sylvia, his memorable battles with top contenders like Fabricio Werdum, and his incredible comeback fights later in his career, which highlighted his ability to evolve, refine his skills, and maintain relevance against a constantly improving talent pool, inspiring fans and fellow fighters alike with his relentless dedication, perseverance, and refusal to fade quietly, proving that longevity in the sport is possible when combined with intelligence, discipline, and passion. The significance of Andrei Arlovski's legacy extends far beyond his in-cage achievements, because he influenced the evolution of the UFC heavyweight division, showing that a fighter's career can be sustained through continuous improvement, adaptability, and focus on conditioning alongside raw power. And his contributions have paved the way for modern heavyweights to develop versatile skill sets, refine strategy, and embrace longevity, ensuring that his impact on the sport will be remembered as for inspiration and innovation as for championships and victories. 4. Fabricio Werdum is widely regarded as one of the most technically proficient heavyweights in UFC history, blending elite Brazilian jiu-jitsu mastery with precise striking skills to become a complete and versatile fighter. He captured the UFC Heavyweight Championship after defeating Cain Velasquez and solidified his legacy with victories over legendary opponents such as Fedor Emelianenko and Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, proving that submission expertise, strategic thinking, and technical precision and define success in a division often dominated by raw power and physicality. Werdum's career is highlighted by several iconic moments, including his swift and decisive submission of Cain Velasquez to claim the heavyweight title, his masterful performance against Fedor Emelianenko, and his calculated strategies in high-stakes fights, all of which demonstrated that intelligence, timing, and technical skill can neutralize size and strength advantages, making him a dangerous and unpredictable opponent for anyone in the division, while showing that preparation, composure, and tactical awareness are as critical as athleticism in determining championship success. Beyond his individual victories, Fabricio Werdum's legacy lies in his ability to revolutionize the UFC heavyweight division by emphasizing submissions, technical striking, and strategic fight planning, inspiring a generation of fighters to diversify their skill sets, refine their grappling and striking combinations, and embrace innovation inside the octagon. And his contributions have solidified his place among the most influential champions in heavyweight history, elevating the standard of lengths and leaving a lasting impact on the evolution of mixed martial arts. 3. Junior Dos Santos, famously nicknamed Sagano, is one of the most feared knockout artists in UFC heavyweight history, combining devastating power with precision, timing, and speed. He became UFC Heavyweight Champion by defeating Cain Velasquez and established a legacy of explosive, high-stakes fights that kept fans on the edge of their seats, demonstrating that technical striking and fight intelligence can rival raw strength and size in one of the most physically demanding divisions in mixed martial arts, and showing that precision and timing are as critical as power in achieving championship success. Dos Santos's career is defined by numerous iconic moments, including his title-winning victory over Cain Velasquez, his swift knockout of former champions like Fabricio Werdum, and his ability to dominate fights with crisp, calculated combinations, each performance highlighting the importance of striking intelligence, footwork, and strategic execution in a division often dominated by wrestling and brute force, and proving that a heavyweight with skill, preparation, and tactical awareness can control the pace and outcome of any fight, cementing his reputation as one of the most dangerous and respected strikers of his era. Beyond his record and victories, Junior Dos Santos's legacy extends to the influence he has had on aspiring heavyweights, inspiring fighters to prioritize technical striking, fight IQ, and thorough preparation, showing that knockout power combined with strategy and timing can produce unforgettable moments, and his contributions continue to shape the approach of modern heavyweights to stand-up combat, ensuring that his impact on the division and the sport endures for years to come. 2. Daniel Cormier is widely regarded as one of the most versatile and accomplished fighters in UFC history, achieving the rare feat of capturing both the light heavyweight and heavyweight championships. His elite wrestling background, combined with precise striking, fight intelligence, tactical adaptability, allowed him to dominate multiple divisions and defeat legendary opponents such as Stipe Miocic, Anthony Johnson, and Derek Lewis, proving that skill, strategy, and preparation can overcome size, strength, and athleticism in mixed martial arts, and establishing him as a model of what a modern, complete champion should embody in and out of the octagon. Cormier's career is defined by a series of iconic moments, including his dramatic victories over Stipe Miocic in their first encounter, his composure under pressure against the division's heaviest hitters, and his tactical mastery in neutralizing opponents' strengths, all of which demonstrated that adaptability, preparation, and elite athleticism are essential traits for sustained success, and his achievements inspired immense respect across the MMA community, highlighting the importance of sportsmanship, intelligence, and discipline as defining elements of a true champion. Beyond his athletic accomplishments, Daniel Cormier's legacy extends to leadership, mentorship, and his influential role as a commentator, shaping the next generation of fighters, fans, and analysts. His impact emphasizes that a champion's influence goes far beyond titles and victories, affecting the culture, strategy, and evolution of mixed martial arts, and his contributions have secured his place as one of the all-time greatest UFC heavyweights, leaving a lasting mark on the sport for decades to come. 1. Reaffirming Stipe Miocic as the greatest UFC heavyweight champion highlights his record-setting achievements, strategic brilliance, and consistent dominance over multiple top-tier opponents. His unparalleled combination of precise boxing, elite wrestling, and intelligent fight strategy allowed him to hold the UFC heavyweight belt longer than any other fighter in history, and his victories against elite competition firmly cemented his legacy as a modern standard for excellence, demonstrating that preparation, skill, and adaptability define true greatness in the sport. Miocic's career is marked by iconic and crowning moments, including his title defenses against Daniel Cormier in their epic trilogy, his decisive victories over Francis Ngannou, and his ability to apply relentless pressure while maintaining composure and tactical execution, each performance proving that mental fortitude, timing, and strategic brilliance are just as critical as physical power in the heavyweight division, and showcasing why he is widely considered the benchmark against which all future champions will be measured. Beyond his in-cage accomplishments, Stipe Miocic's legacy is rooted in the qualities of a true champion, including humility, resilience, and adaptability, inspiring the next generation of fighters to prioritize skill, discipline, and strategic thinking while leaving an indelible mark on the UFC Heavyweight division as the most accomplished and complete champion in its history, and ensuring that his influence on the sport, both as a competitor and as a role model, will endure for decades to come. The UFC Heavyweight division has produced legendary fighters who combine size, power, technical skill, and strategic intelligence to define the sport, from Randy Couture's tactical brilliance to Stipe Miocic's record-setting dominance. Each champion on this list contributed to the evolution of mixed martial arts, leaving unforgettable moments inside the octagon, inspiring fans worldwide, and setting the benchmark for excellence in one of the most physically demanding divisions, proving that true greatness requires more than raw strength. It demands preparation, skill, intelligence, and an unyielding heart. These champions not only captured titles, but also transformed the perception of what a heavyweight could achieve, blending striking, wrestling, grappling, and fight IQ in ways that challenged traditional expectations. Their performances reshaped strategies, influenced training methods, and demonstrated that versatility, adaptability, and mental toughness are essential traits for success, while their legacies continue to inspire future generations of fighters to pursue greatness with discipline, precision, and resilience, solidifying the UFC Heavyweight division as one of the most exciting and historically significant in all of combat sports. From Frank Meyer's groundbreaking submission mastery to Daniel Cormier's unparalleled versatility and Stipe Miocic's strategic dominance, these champions exemplify the pinnacle of achievement in mixed martial arts, showing that a true UFC heavyweight champion is defined not only by victories, but also by the ability to innovate, inspire, and leave a permanent mark on the sport, ensuring that their legacies endure for decades and that the division remains the ultimate proving ground for human skill, courage, and resilience, captivating fans and shaping MMA history forever.